Perspectives.
Trump's tariff tantrum, markets on edge, recession whispers, and Bitcoin's bold forecasts. Welcome back to Anafram Market Perspectives. It's Monday, April 14th, and after a chaotic week, markets are opening under pressure again. Let's walk through what's driving sentiment and how to stay positioned. S&P 500 pre-market snapshot markets are showing early strength after last week's plunge. S&P 500 futures are up, plus 0.88%, Nasdaq futures jump plus 1.33%, Dow futures inch up, plus 0.25%. It's a green open, but don't be fooled, volatility is still king. What's moving the market? Former President Trump is holding firm on his aggressive tariff strategy. Over the weekend, hedge fund billionaire Ray Dalio warned the U.S. could face something worse than a recession if the policies continue unchecked. He compared this moment to the 1930s, citing threats to the global monetary and domestic order. Meanwhile, China fired back with new export controls and is reportedly tightening access to U.S. companies. Europe hasn't retaliated yet, but digital service tax debates are heating up, and despite a 90-day freeze on tariffs for most countries, investors know the damage may already be done. Economic calendar to watch this week. It's a packed week. Here are the key events. Tuesday, U.S. CPI, Canadian CPI, Empire State Manufacturing Index. Wednesday, U.S. retail sales, industrial production, Fed chair. Powell speaks. Thursday, ECB rate decision, U.S. housing starts, Philly Fed index. Friday, holiday in North America and Europe, light trading expected volatility watch, VIX and VXX ETF. The VIX remains elevated, closing Friday at 32.75. Bonus section, this week's picks are hedge of the week. The iPath VIX short-term futures ETF, VXX, held firm near 77.21. Let's break it down. Ichimoku, still trading above the cloud, suggesting continued upward momentum, MACD, starting to fade slightly, but momentum remains intact. Takeaway, still a valid hedge if CPI surprises, but trim exposure on further weakness. 1. Netflix earnings. Thursday, currently hovering just above the Ichimoku cloud, Netflix is trying to regain its bullish momentum. MACD, slightly positive but fading, suggesting caution. The recent bounce looks fragile. Expect earnings to make or break the trend. Strategy, watch post-earnings reaction and margin guidance. 2. UnitedHealth Group, earnings. Thursday, trading near $599, UnitedHealth has been a rock in this market. Ichimoku, strongly bullish, price well above the cloud. MACD, momentum is cooling, but still in bullish territory. With healthcare back in focus due to pricing wars and regulation, UNH could remain a defensive winner. 3. Apple, big tech bounce. Apple climbed nearly 8% off last week's lows as investors rushed back to quality. Ichimoku, battling the edge of the cloud, needs a strong close above for continuation, MACD. Bullish crossover confirms recent bounce. Still facing risk from Chinese retaliation, but technically, Apple is regaining investor confidence. Final takeaways. Trump's tariffs are front and center, and economists are waving red flags. Ray Dalio warns of systemic shifts beyond recession. Bitcoin long-term forecasts are sky-high, but gold is outperforming for now. Volatility remains high, and markets are still headline-sensitive. What to watch? This week, CPI and retail sales will shape Fed policy earnings. Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Johnson & Johnson, Netflix, UnitedHealth global liquidity headlines. Watch the bond market for cracks. We'll be back Friday with your full market recap and next round of ETF and stock picks. Until then, stay informed, stay strategic.
Thanks for watching. If you found this valuable, hit subscribe and share this with others. See you next time on Anafram Market Perspectives.